Hey, you're right, welcome to another video. If you haven't been here before, I'm Cecilia Jo, and today I am going to go through some books that I'm going to unhaul. There's a few different reasons why I just feel like I want to get rid of some books. Either I've read them and I didn't really like them, or I know I'm not going to read it again, or I've not read them yet but I know I'm not gonna reach for them. I'm not really that interested in reading them, and also I need to make some room on my shelves. So I don't have proper bookshelves. I have 2 trolleys and then like a cabinet thing from IKEA with like 4 squares, and I just feel like I'm running out of room. And I know there's some books that are coming out next year, and I know I'm gonna get some books for Christmas that I've asked for, and I just need some room to put them all in, because honestly my 2 trolleys are completely full. Like, there's nowhere to put them, and I'm trying to keep my cabinet as books that I've read. So even though it's books that I've read, there's still not loads of room left on them to put, you know, the new books that I do read into there and out of my trolleys. So I just want to get rid of some. I need to have a nice cleanse ready for the new year. I also want to do a video where I count books on my TBR, so I just feel like there's no point in including the books that I know I'm not going to read, you know, I just have no interest in. So I just need to get rid of them. So yeah, I thought I'd just go through them. I'm going to either take some to charity shops. I am also going to see if there's any of those free little libraries near me. I had a look on, they have sort of like a website, and there are 3 within like a half-hour drive, but I don't know how up to date that is. So I'm gonna go and have a little look for those, but if not, they'll just go to a charity shop. So yeah, let's just go through them. Okay, so the first few that I've got are ones that I've read and I just know I'm not gonna pick up again. So we've got The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. I think I've mentioned this in a few of my videos, but I wasn't a massive fan of these 2 books, so I know I'm not gonna read them again. This one like took me a long time to get through. It was a struggle. So yeah, I really loved Check and Mate, the newest one that I've read, but yeah, they just weren't for me. So I feel like someone else might really enjoy them, and they're in like near perfect condition. Most of the books are, to be fair. So yeah, I thought someone may as well get some use out of them, you know? No point in keeping them on my shelves. So yeah, they are the first 2, Love Hypothesis and Love on the Brain. And then sort of within that same realm, we've got The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas. This one, I'm pretty sure I DNF'd. I don't think I even finished it. I just think it was so long, and I couldn't even tell you much about it. I just remember not finishing it because it was just too long. I don't think I finished. I'm pretty sure I ended up DNFing it. So yeah, no point in keeping it, no point in having it on my shelves. Again, it's in near perfect condition. The spine isn't even cracked. So yeah, that is the next one. And then we have got It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. When I first read this book, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. The second book, I think, is it called It Starts With Us? I didn't finish. Actually, that might be in my pile, or I might have already gotten rid of it. I can't remember. But I ended up DNFing it because I just didn't really like it. So I know I'm not gonna reread this. I'm never gonna pick it up again. So again, perfect condition. Someone else may as well get some use out of it. So yeah, that's the next one. And then we have one that I know is a very popular book and people really rave about it, but it wasn't for me. I found it a bit boring and very long, because I don't know, I just found it really boring and maybe a bit going on about politics a bit too much, which I know is the point of the book. But yeah, Red, White and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. It just wasn't for me. Nothing wrong with the book, I just found it a bit boring, I think. So yeah, that's another one. I know this is really popular. People really love this book, but I don't know, I found it a bit disappointing. It wasn't really, I just didn't really like it. I read it all, I didn't DNF it, but yeah, I don't know, it just wasn't one for me. And then we have got My Roommate is a Vampire by Jenna Levine. This again, there's nothing wrong with the book. I read this quite recently, but now that I've read it, I'm not going to pick it up again. Maybe I might have picked it up like next October when it's near Halloween again, but yeah, I didn't really rate it. It was just it was a romance book, nothing wrong with it. I just think it was just, you know, a romance book, very predictable, as most of them are. Yeah, it wasn't for me. again, all of these books, probably going to say it wasn't for me so many times in this video. But yeah, I just didn't enjoy it. Someone else may as well get some use out of it. They might really enjoy it. So yeah, that's the next one. And then we've got a couple that I listened to on audiobook, and I think I found them okay, but I couldn't tell you a single thing about them, so I just feel like there's no point in having them on my shelf. So the first one is a cheat sheet by Sarah Adams. I think this is a sports romance, like a, is it fake dating or friends to lovers romance, that I think it was perfectly fine. I enjoyed it. I probably gave it 3 stars on, or I listened to it on audiobook. But yeah, I'm not going to pick it up again. I won't read it, and someone might really love it. So, and because I listened to it in audiobook, it's never even been read. It's the spine's perfect. To be fair, like I say, most of these books are in really good condition. So yeah, that's a cheat sheet. And the next one is To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. I actually didn't realise this was part of a series, but I didn't massively enjoy this. I think because it's about sirens. I'm pretty sure that's this one. And I don't know what it is. I don't really enjoy things about sirens. Like, out of all the sort of mythical creatures, I don't know. I just don't really like reading books about sirens. So yeah, that was To Kill a Kingdom. Like I say, it is a series, but I'm probably not going to read the rest of the series, so no point in having the first one. And then next up, we've got a few that I've not read. So we've got Once a Pilgrim by James Deegan. I can't lie, I have no idea where this book come from. It's just always been like on my bookshelves before I even started anything to do with like booktube or anything like that. Before I started properly buying books, I don't really know where it came from, honestly. So I'm getting rid of it. But someone might really enjoy it. I'm probably never going to pick it up. It's just not really my kind of book. So yeah, Once a Pilgrim, James Deegan. Again, another one where I don't really know where it's come from, but it's The Shining Girls by Lauren Bukes. I've never read it. Maybe I've picked them up in like charity shops. I've got no idea. I don't remember buying either of the Once a Pilgrim or The Shining Girls. But again, a book I'm never going to read. It's been on my shelf for years and I've never picked it up, so I thought may as well unhaul it. And then as well, the same as those two, Eve of Man by Giovanna and Tom Fletcher. I did buy this one, I remember buying it, but it was like years ago, and I've not picked it up. I've had no inkling to pick it up, so someone might really love it and may as well enjoy it. So yeah, that's another one. These are a few that I've picked up in charity shops, I think, and I'm just never really going to read, so there's just no point in keeping hold of them. So we've got Twice Shy by Sarah Hoggle. I think it's like a romance. Like I say, I've picked it up. I think when they do like 2 books for £1 in cancer research, and I've picked it up, and I never thought to reach for it. I'm probably never going to read it, so someone else may as well. And then we've got Graceling by Kristin Cashore. This one I actually do want to read, but I have another version of it which I didn't realise somewhere. I think I have like a newer design. I think she brought out the whole, or somebody brought out the whole series in a new design, which I didn't realise when I bought this one. So yeah, again, it was from Cancer Research, and yeah, I've got a different version, so no point in having 2 when I haven't even read the book anyway, so I definitely don't need 2 copies of it. And then another one from a charity shop, The Girl in the Ice by Robert Brindza. Never picked it up, never thought to read it, so it's going back to the charity shop or into a little library if I can find some. And then a few books that are actually, again, all in perfect condition, and a few of them are like ones that, you know, people talk about on TikTok and stuff, and I know that I'm not going to reach for them, so I just feel like there's no point in having them on my shelves. So we've got The Start of Something by Miranda Dickinson. I think what it is with a lot of the romance ones that I've got is I'm a little bit over reading romances, so if I've not picked it up yet, I'm probably not going to, especially if it's one that you don't really see everywhere. You know, I'm probably never going to reach for it. There's a few romances that I've got that I want to get to, that I'm like, I don't know if I'd say I'm looking forward to reading them, but as romances go, I'll probably pick them up, but I don't think I'll ever reach for this one. So yeah, The Start of Something, Miranda Dickinson. And then we've got, I think this is more of a thriller mystery one, Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers. I think I read a few like pages of this, maybe the first chapter or something. I just couldn't get into it, didn't really enjoy it. I couldn't really tell you anything about it, to be honest. It was a while ago that I read it. So yeah, again, basically a new book. I just think someone else might really enjoy this, you know, so may as well someone else have it. How many times can I say that? This one, This Modern Love by Will Derbyshire. I don't know if this is like short stories or poems. I honestly have got no idea. I don't really know where this book came from, but I'm never going to reach for it. I've had it for so long and I've never thought to read it, so may as well get rid of that one. And then we've got They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. This one I think I probably read like half of it. Oh, I've still got the bookmark in it. I read up to page 122. Bookmark from Queer Lit in Manchester. Is a bookshop that sells a lot of LGBTQ plus books and like authors, or the content is about different people. So yeah, definitely love that bookshop. But anyway, back to the book. They Both Die at the End. So I read up to page 122, which is like this far in, and I DNF'd it. I'm never going to pick it up again. I have no desire or inkling. I don't think I could. I think it's about where they know when they're going to die or something. They get told when they're going to die, something like that. Yeah, I'm not going to pick it up again, so definitely unhauling that one. And then we've just got 3 left which are going. So we've got Until I Met You by Amber Rose Gill. This was a winner on Love Island. I can't remember which year she was in it, but she won Love Island. I don't know if she wrote the book or she is the face of the book. I'm not really sure, but it's a romance that I've just never reached for, so I'm probably never going to read. So yeah, Until I Met You, Amber Rose Gill. And then the last 2, we've got An American Marriage by Tayari Jones. This again has been on my TBR for so long. I've never thought to reach for it. I'm probably not going to. So yeah, someone may as well. Hopefully someone will enjoy it. And yeah, it's perfect condition again. I've never read it. No point in having it on my shelf when I know I'm not going to reach for it. And then last but not least, we've got Gin Palace by Tracy Whitwell. This again is one that I think I read a first chapter and I just couldn't get into it. Not really for me. Maybe I just wasn't in the right frame of mind, but there's just no point in keeping it if I've started it and couldn't really get into it. So yeah, that is the last one. Gin, I actually bought this from Asda. I also think I hate the fact that it says, it's got like what looks like a sticker, but it's not. It's on the book and it says includes all new short story only at Asda, and I hate that. I really hate it because you can't take it off. It's just so ugly on the front of the book. So yeah, that is the last one. Gin Palace, Tracy Whitwell. Maybe I'll pick that book up when it doesn't say that it includes a short story only at Asda on the front. So yeah, that is all the books that I'm going to unhaul. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 I think. 21 books that hopefully someone else will enjoy. That, yeah, I just feel like no point in having them on my shelves. Like I say, I want to like properly sort out my do a TBR shelf on Goodreads, because I have want to read, but I've added in other books in there, so I don't own all of them. So I need to do an actual shelf that's just for my physical TBR, so that I can see how many I've got and I can put them in orders and then tick them off when I've read them and add new ones in and stuff like that. So yeah, I want to do a proper organize my Goodreads properly. So I may as well get rid of some books first. No point in adding them all in when I know I'm not going to read them. Get rid of them. Have a little cleanse before the new year. And yeah, just a bit of a clear out. Like I keep saying, someone else may as well enjoy them. And yeah, that is it. That is all the books I'm going to unhaul. I'm going to take them to a charity shop, or like I say, find some small little libraries tomorrow probably. And yeah, So that is the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did and you would like to subscribe, I would really appreciate that. But yeah, other than that, I will see you in a bit.